I genuinely cannot believe I have less than 2 months to go to Ironman Copenhagen. I don't know where the time went, and I have a feeling that's how the next 2 months are going to feel.
Hey, it's Carleigh and Christian. We're two crazy endurance athletes who live in beautiful Santa Barbara, California. In 2021, Carleigh is chasing the goal of completing her first Ironman. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week.
I can't believe this is my 2 months to go update. Don't know how that happened. I feel like I blinked and we're here. This last month was great. I had a lot of learnings. It was my longest training month to date. It was my first time flying with the bike. I had a race. Now I am hyper-focused on Copenhagen. As always, I'm gonna talk through my mental health, the swim, the bike, the run, nutrition, recovery, and where to go from here. I would describe my mental health this last month as frantic. Or more just me in general. There wasn't really anything to kind of call out. I am still in a pretty new job. Things are incredibly busy. This is the most training I have ever done. I was just full steam ahead going. And so on a day-to-day, I can't really tell you how I did because I was really just in go mode the whole month. I think the biggest thing is I am working on the slowdown. Not just slow down, but also focused slow down and intentional, purposeful slow down. So I'm doing a lot more journaling and to feel a little less frantic and actually remember what kind of happened. I am so stoked to have this new pool. Nothing fancy, but I love it. This month, I was able to get in some really long swims. I think my longest was over 4,000. It felt so good to finally feel like I was getting the distances that I should for this race. And I don't want to neglect that part of my training. It felt great to have the pool to myself. It felt good to be at a pool where I was passing a lot of people. It's kind of fun for my confidence. And as always, just focusing on form, getting myself out of lazy swimming habits. And this last month, I thought I would drop in mileage. I had a taper week. I had a recovery week. However, I managed to swim 17 miles or 27.4 kilometers. Definitely my longest swim month by far, and I really hope to beat that this next month. I should not be saying this right now, but I finally got a bike fit. And, spoiler alert, 10 times better. I know how important bike fits are. I didn't have a race, so I thought it wasn't really important. If that is your thinking, please go get a bike fit. It makes a world of a difference. I would say that was one of my biggest takeaways from Ironman 70.3 Des Moines. I wanted to just sit in aero the whole time because it was so comfortable. I'm really excited. I just had my longest ride in over 12 years, went over 90 miles, and I have quite a few century rides coming up. I am going to be spending quite a lot of quality time with my bike. The other big update is I finally got a power meter. I have to install that so that I can take what I've been doing inside in Zwift and have some comparison for outside. So this last month, again, my biggest mileage, surprisingly not that much above the month before. I rode 347 miles, which is 558.4 kilometers. Really excited to see the growth. I got some big mileage coming up. The big next takeaway is getting all those long rides outside and really putting in the right effort and the right recovery when I'm inside on Zwift. With leading into Des Moines and knowing, the marathon that I have ahead of me, which genuinely still blows my mind about this distance of this race, and is probably one of the things that has scared me the most going into this, my running has gone up. I have a lot more long runs. I enjoy that time to myself. It's not even 7 a.m. So sunny today. I thought someone pranked me.
What time of day?
I am about to set a lot of new routes for a lot longer of workouts. Definitely still have some learnings with running. My longest running day was 17 miles, split between 2 runs. But overall, going by feel, going by the growth I've had, and trusting in the new me with running in this last year. This one was my biggest jump, but I ran 95.6 miles in the last month, which was 153.9 kilometers. Almost double the month before, but all in really great quality mileage that I'm really proud of, and I'm excited to take forward with me the next month. I had no idea what to expect looking at my weekly average. I had some really big weeks, I had some really down weeks with the taper in there, and I was genuinely surprised to see it had gone up quite a bit. This last month was 11 hours and 44 minutes average a week, based off of quite a few that were up and down, but that's where it netted out. I do know that is about to go up. I have looked at my training plan, and I know I will have quite a bit of a bigger number next week. It definitely felt like a lot with the new job, with a lot of responsibilities, and it's getting a little bit harder to fit in some of the normal things I would do during the day. I've got 2 months to go. Maybe it's okay. The house is a tiny bit dirty. That's what the room was for anyway. Nutrition. I'm gonna preface this one, and this is kind of a trigger warning to talk about nutrition, diet, exercise, but I wanna be honest, this is something that was not easy to share, but I will talk about a little candidly. In 2020, decided that I wanted to lose some weight and do it healthy. And I really did. I don't know how much I lost, I haven't checked. It's something like over 30 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in a really long time, and I don't regularly. I just did as I was trying to work on that. Really with that, I was tracking my food, tracking my progress, really focusing on fueling properly and efficiently for training. In the past, I had gotten too obsessive if I was tracking my food, and that was the last thing I wanted to happen. So I was really treading a fine line just to be really careful. Fast forward to the last month, and obviously I just talked about how much my training went up, and I did not adjust my calories correctly. And all of a sudden I started to become worried I was going to gain weight, and genuinely got pretty mad at myself once I had that epiphany. I want everybody to love their bodies. I want everyone to be comfortable in their bodies. I think everybody's beautiful. And I was really sad that even diet culture had kind of gotten to me. So unfortunately, I had a few workouts that I detrimentally bonked. And I bonked because I didn't eat enough. I have completely revamped everything. I am eating the right amount now, and I have so much more energy. I was really tired. I thought it was all the training, but I just wasn't fueled properly. As much as that's disappointing that I had to learn that, I'm very glad I learned it earlier than later, because I know the month that's coming up. I'm happy I was able to fix it and course correct and acknowledge that I had gotten too focused on something that wasn't necessarily important. And I fell into kind of some of the diet culture assumptions. Disappointed that that happened, but the reason I'm sharing it is because it's incredibly important to just make sure you fuel right, make sure you're eating right. Yeah, that's about it. I'm much better now. I am eating way more now. I feel 10 times better. I have so much more energy. My goal is to finish that Ironman and absolutely crush it and be proud of myself. Looking into recovery, genuinely it's hard to remember because I felt like everything was so regimented this last month. I think I did a good job.
So I've entered the phase of training where I'm starting to get
loopy and realizing that this last chunk will definitely be a beast. Some thoughts: it'd be great if I didn't need to sleep 8 hours a night, because I have so much more time in the day to get things done. I have a great appreciation for The Rock and Chris Hemsworth and all these dudes who bulk up, because I don't know how they eat that much. It'd be awesome if I had a personal chef taking volunteers. If anybody wants to start doing that, greatly would appreciate it. I think I'm just really busy at all times. Those are my big requests: more hours in the day and a personal chef. I've also reached the phase where the sun is still up and I'm gonna try and get to bed so that I wake up really early, and my cats weren't even ready for me to get to bed, so lots of fun mornings. I was very quiet and stayed home, sat on the couch. Before traveling to Des Moines, recovery was great. Before the race, I felt pretty good. After the race, to be completely honest, traveling knocked me out. I haven't flown in a really long time. I would say I'm working on recovery. I'm always working on it. I love sleep, so I will make sure I get sleep. But pretty much from here on out, I work, I'm training, I'm recovering. I've got less than 2 months to go. That's the focus. Looking ahead, this is it. It's game time. This month is crucial, and I know it, and I am ready to hit the ground running. Yes, I'm busy. I'm doing what I can to balance it. Don't my friends and family, I'm sorry if I am less responsive. I got some big time commitments rearing down on me. Right now, 10 minutes, 5 minutes to make those extra changes are just gonna make a difference on race day, and I'm incredibly knowledgeable, cognizant, and aware of that. I do enjoy it. I'm having fun. I think that's incredibly important when you put so much time and effort into something. It's going to go so quick. I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna train hard, I'm gonna sleep a lot, I'm gonna eat everything in my house, but right now, the focus is Ironman Copenhagen. And I will remember why I'm proud of myself every day. I will remember why I wanted to do this every day. And on the days that it's hard, I will remind myself that this is hard, and that's okay. And it's okay to have hard days. Hopefully you enjoy. If you're new, like and subscribe. I hope this helps encourage other people to try things they thought was crazy, because I was the person who was always awkward. I was the person who was always on JV, the one who worked hard. I'm proud that that's what's important in this sport, is just working your tail off, being proud of what you've done, and your effort is all that kind of matters on race day. When I'm on side, when I'm inside, honestly. What are you doing? Stop it.